Hi, good afternoon. My name is Moizi and I'm from Malaysia. I'm here now in Phuket completing the Master's Course Level 3 of the Awaken the Divine You program. I started this journey in January with the 7-day program way back in Malaysia, in KL itself, with the Golden Space Malaysia. One of the reasons why I actually joined this program was really just based on trust of my meditation teacher, Beatrice, who's actually one of the directors of the Golden Space. I had been with her for almost 3 years, 2 to 3 years, and through the healing sessions that I've actually gone through with her, and also some of the classes, and that she taught me about some of the basic things about energy, I realized that I have actually managed to become calmer when I actually go through things in life. And I've actually managed to clear a lot of negative perceptions about how I see my parents, my dad, my mom, my brother, and how I actually see myself. So when she suggested that Mercy, it's time for you to actually go for the Awaken the Divine You program, I just said, okay, I'll sign up, and I just need to arrange for my installment, and that was it. I had no idea who Master Umash was at that time. I just went in with no expectations, but the journey, surprisingly, actually gave me a lot of answers. For the longest time, I've always been asking, is that all there is to life? You know, you go through your education, you get your degree, you come out, you work, and then you're supposed to settle down, get married, get your kids, and then start a family. And I'm just not moving in that direction. So when I went through that program, there was a lot of things that I actually realized about myself, why I keep holding myself back, how I actually judge myself very, very sternly, which is actually not quite fair to myself. And eventually I started working on myself. You know, I was like meditating on and off before I actually joined the program, but right after the program I realized how important it is to be constantly connected to myself, to my own heart, to my own soul. And when I started doing all that meditation consistently after the Awaken the Divine You program, I saw the growth in me. I saw the changes in how I handle things. There was sort of a major crisis in my family at that point in time, as my dad had to go through cancer treatment. I mean, we were all preparing for the worst, but everything came out well, and it was a blessing for me. And I was surprised. I was able to go through the whole thing quite calmly with my whole family. And after that, you know, I decided to continue on to Nepal, to Bangalore. It wasn't an initial intention to come to Phuket, because that would also mean that I would go all the way up to Hawaii. But my roommate, Christina, she was like poking me, hey, you know, you're not going, how can that be? You're supposed to be my roommate, retreat roommate for life on this. So after Nepal I came back, and I really thought about it. I really connected with myself, and I decided, you know, I have the finances, I have this time, I'm a freelance coach and trainer, I'm not committed to any 9-to-5 job, so why do I take it for myself? And I made that decision. Went to Bandung, now I'm here in Phuket, and the journey has actually taken me even deeper into a connection with myself itself. And it has been amazing. The calmness that I feel, the peace, the inner peace, the serenity, the feeling of being grounded, it's so much more deeper here compared to what it was when I first started or completed Awaken the Divine You. And the sensitivity of what I'm experiencing, my emotions, and what I really need to work on, it just comes much faster. And to me, that's a blessing, because I want to get rid of it. I don't want to be carrying all this shit with me, so that I can actually move on with my life and really do work that will empower the people that I coach and come in contact with, so that they can actually wake up one day and actually really walk through life with more confidence, with more joy, with more happiness in their life. So this retreat itself for me has been one of deeper connection, and through this deeper connection I find that I am actually getting more freedom freedom to be who I am, freedom of just being. I used to be very sensitive about how people criticize me about, certain traits about myself, certain character traits that just doesn't jive with the mainstream, and I would actually close up and just be me with myself. But I realize now that I enjoy being with myself because that's just who I am, and it is okay to just be. And knowing that whatever it is that I actually want to do by being myself, everything will just fall into place. And this is also the place here in Phuket with the beach, the hotel, the energy, the environment, the soul family. It also led me to discover what it really means by being in the flow. Commercially, a lot of people talk about it, just get into the flow and then be in the flow and be with the flow, but with flow of what? And here, we literally get aligned to that flow, and it's the flow from the universe, the flow from Mother Earth, and literally being in the flow and learning that rhythm of that flow, which we can actually embrace into our lives and make our lives even more exciting and more beautiful for ourselves. So I would encourage anybody who's really, really looking for something that is missing, to feel a void in their life, or just looking for different answers to mainstream life, to give yourself a chance. Take the Awaken the Divine You program. Go all the way. Don't stop. This is like a degree program, a 4-year degree program compressed into 2. And I would say this is a better investment because it really, really prepares you for life, rather than just a certificate where you will actually just use 1% of the knowledge you get, which will be obsolete by the time you graduate, and that could or could not possibly generate you the income that you need to live the life that you want. But in this program, you learn how to overcome all those fears that society has conditioned us to grow with. And this to me is one of the biggest gifts in my life. So I would encourage you, take the lead, have faith in yourself. Thank you.